Welcome back, grades 7 and 8. In this video, we're going to learn more about lenses as we talk about optics, and particularly how they connect with our eyes and how they connect with cameras. So the lens in the human eye, we can think of as a convex lens. Remember, that means that it's a lens that curves out. This lens takes light rays from objects, and by refraction, that's light traveling in and bending through an object, focuses them or brings them back to a particular point. If we take a look here, we can see an example of that as well. So the light rays are traveling to the eye, and when they hit the lens of the eye, they're refracted and they come in until eventually they focus in on a point at the back of our eye. This focusing of light rays allows us to see objects. In a normal eye, light refracts through the lens onto a light-sensitive area on the back of our eye that we refer to as the retina. Even as we're looking at the screen, the video that we're seeing or pictures that we're seeing, even the world around us that we're seeing, are images that are formed on our retina. Some people, however, have eyes that are a little bit of a different shape. They might be too long, and as a result, the image forms in front of the retina. We say that people that have that are called nearsighted. So nearsighted means that you are sighted to things that are near. In other words, you have a hard time or trouble seeing things that are further away. And people that are much more nearsighted, which are probably most of us that have glasses right now, what that means is your eye is slightly longer than it should be, and so the image or the light that's coming into our eyes and refracting from our lens, it's focusing a little bit before where it should. And so then when it does get to the back of our eye, when it does get to the retina, it ends up being a little bit blurry for us. Other people might have eyes that are a little bit too short. And so we would say that they are farsighted. That again causes a blurriness for different objects, and they have trouble seeing objects that are very far. They're far-sighted. They are sighted to things that are far, and they have a hard time, seeing things that are close up. Knowledge of how light behaves when it travels through lenses helps eye specialists to correct vision problems. So if we take a look at these two images that we have, the first picture in each of them shows what normally happens to someone who is either nearsighted, the image on the left, or farsighted, the image on the right. However, we are able to create convex lenses. Convex lenses is the one on the right, the ones that bubble out in the middle or that are wider in the middle, in order to help people who are farsighted to be able to correct their vision. And what it does is the light, as it comes in, it has another refraction point. So it redirects the light slightly so that once it's redirected by our eye, then it hits the proper spot it's supposed to on the retina. Same with people who are nearsighted, they will generally have a concave lens to do the same sort of thing, to lengthen that focus point of the light so that it properly hits the retina in the right spot. Depending on how much longer or how much shorter your eye is, that lens might have to be either thicker or thinner in order to accommodate for the extra refraction needed. So that's a little bit about how eyes work. And in particular, that's a little bit about how glasses, which many of us, myself included, wear, can help correct some of that vision because our eye might just be slightly longer or slightly shorter than it normally would be. But a better way for us to understand our eyes using something that we know a little bit more about, or connecting it to something that we might be able to use, and that's the camera. There are many different similarities between the human eye and the camera. And we're going to be exploring a number of these in our next video.